Welcome back! In this short section, we are going to learn about real-life problems active listening solves. So let's focus on workspace challenges first in this lecture. I want to emphasize that active listening is not only a communication skill, it's also a tool for solving everyday workplace problems. The first challenge I want to talk about is miscommunication on goals, tasks, and expectations. Active listening helps with preventing this kind of miscommunications. Misunderstandings and miscommunications waste time, create mistakes, and frustrate team members. Active listeners ask clarifying questions and paraphrase what they have heard for confirming, not assuming their understanding. For example, they may ask something like this at the end of a team conversation. So, just to confirm, you want this done by Friday and focused on client retention report and not the overall sales report. Am I right? This simple habit creates alignment before execution. The second challenge which active listening helps with is low team morale. Low morale often comes from people feeling unseen, undervalued, or ignored. When leaders listen to concerns, acknowledge effort, and give full attention, people usually feel respected. And when people feel respected, motivation grows. Sometimes morale improves not because something major happened in the company, but because finally people feel heard and seen. So active listening helps with boosting team morale. The third challenge is innovation bottleneck. In many workplaces, great ideas stay hidden because people are afraid of being judged, interrupted, or dismissed. But when leaders listen openly, ask follow-up questions, and make a space for quieter voices, new ideas come out. People speak up if they believe that their input will be taken seriously by others. So this is how active listening supports innovation. The next challenge is resistance to feedback in the team. Feedback usually makes people defensive. But when you listen first, reflect back what you heard, and acknowledge the feeling, the conversation becomes less threatening for them. So your feedback conversation would become a dialogue instead of a one-sided correction. People are more open to feedback if they feel understood, not attacked. The next challenge is workplace conflicts. Conflict often continues because people feel misunderstood intensely. They repeat themselves, they defend themselves, and stop listening to each other. Active listening helps breaking this cycle. When you acknowledge the feelings, summarize each person's perspective, and suspend the judgment, tension starts to calm down. People may still disagree, but they can begin to understand each other. And that creates movement instead of being stuck in conflicts. So the core idea is simple. Active listening creates trust, builds clarity, and lowers defensiveness. And finally, it helps people to work with each other more effectively. So whether you are leading a team, giving feedback, managing conflict, or supporting a customer, listening well will improve the outcome. The next lecture is about how active listening helps personal relationship problems to be solved. See you there.